So for those of you listening, you might miss out on this part. So I recommend you go to my YouTube channel at some point. I have in this quarantine thing, I guess it just stays in conversation. I don't feel like there's probably just no way to not talk about it in some way, shape, or form. One of the things that I did a couple weeks ago was I said that I would buy items and support companies that are actually small business owned and go out of my way to, purchase art or whatever it is. And I did a whole unboxing for it. That's on the channel, so you should check it out. But one that I didn't get in time, and I wanted to do that here, was unbox from another small company called Uncle Funky's. Now, for those of you who are not in the skateboard scene or live in New York City, you've probably never heard of Uncle Funky's. But Uncle Funky's to me is one of the best examples of, I guess I want to say mom and pop, if I could label it something. And that's because they actually, Jeff and his wife, they built, and what's crazy to me, they in the West Village, which is super expensive, they built a skateboard shop that managed to bring the skateboard community together in a neighborhood where they probably wouldn't even get together, if that makes sense. And when I got into longboarding, that was one of the first shops I came across. And it wasn't at the time when I started. There was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 shops that, the scene would kind of go in between. But that was the one that I loved the most because I just went in there and I just felt like I was leaving New York City and entering like Long Beach, California, surf shop, like just chill. Never felt like pressure to buy stuff when I was there. It was just like, hey, let's hang out and let's just talk. And people would come and they'd bring their dogs and, they even have like, one of the things I loved was they would always, anytime you bought a board at Uncle Funky's, they would take a picture of you and post it on their Instagram. And there were a couple times where like they sold to celebrities, but people didn't realize it at first. And in the comment section, they're like, whoa, you sold to the Hulk. Like that's insane. So I've always been a huge fan of their shop. And one of the things that bugged me was when I left New York, I kind of stopped longboarding altogether. I don't know. I've been messing up that word lately. I think being stuck in the basement is ruining my brain. So one of the things when I left New York that bothered me was, I stopped longboarding. Most importantly, I couldn't go to Uncle Funky's anymore. And if I remember, I'll pull up the site so you guys can see. So I stopped skating and stopped going to the shops. I wasn't in New York anymore, which bothered me. But one of the things that I commended them on was they lasted through this like purge of skate shops in New York. To my knowledge, they're the last one in Manhattan that I know of. If there's another one, please feel free to write it in the comment section down below. But they're the last to survive. And it's, again, especially in a really expensive neighborhood to be in. So when this whole fiasco happened, I was like, I want to donate or something, because I personally wouldn't want that shop to not exist. It did so much for me when I lived there, and I know that it does so much for kids and all of that. Especially if there's a skate park on the West Side highway, so I'm sure if something goes wrong on somebody's board, they're going to Uncle Funky's. It's like right there. So I was like, I want to like contribute or something. So I went online and bought some merchandise from them, and it came in the mail. So I wanted to unbox that with you guys. And of course, if you have a chance, visit Uncle Funky's on their website, on their Instagram, buy some merch. But most importantly, when they open up, you gotta hit them up. All right, so of course, I asked them. I tried to pay them just for stickers and hats, and they wouldn't let me overpay for them. So, but most importantly, I got my stickers, and I'm a sucker for stickers. I mentioned it in the last unboxing, so these will be posted everywhere for sure. Sweet. So, Uncle Funky beanie hat. Love it. Even fits over my headphones. No, super soft. I cannot wait to wear this. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until next year. It still gets kind of chilly outside. The only things I knew that were coming were the hats and the stickers. So I'll see what the rest is. First up, we have. Sorry for those of you listening. There's just a lot of visual aid happening here. Nice. I have unboxed or unbagged Uncle Funky's t-shirt, maroon color. And it has their logo on the front. Fantastic. Fantastic. I guess I'll rest that here. Yeah. And then the second piece we have here. Nice. Second variant. You have the black Uncle Funky shirt with the classic pink logo. And on the sleeve, I don't know if you can see it, it says NYC on it. Which is dope. So again, Uncle Funky's boards, Get Funky Now, one of my favorite shops of all time. So yeah, if you get a chance to head to New York, once this is all over, and you're big into skating, you're big into longboarding, Uncle Funky's is where you need to be. So check them out for sure. I will put their links down below. And if you have a business that you love and respect, and you don't publicly see them advertising stuff, reach out to them. It doesn't hurt just to be like, hey, miss visiting your store, miss doing blah, blah, blah. Can I buy gift cards? Can I buy whatever? Just to help keep them afloat. Because again, more people are suffering than you realize. Some of them probably just aren't even saying anything.